yes. This nyame de nyame, how are you? Nyame say, I am fine. Now I am fine because I am omnipotent. I am fine because I am omniscient. I am fine because I am an immutable God. I don't change. I don't ever change. I am God, and there is none like me. The minti is you de nam nyame nsa na aboze oboedo. Edi wunde nyankopo ye nyame a otumazi na nyame ye nyame a bibia hye ne nsa. Yehwe wi monoma ekwana wofado didi, ekwana wofado eda, ekwana wofado ye woni mprebu a ni nyina zi adanse de nyankopon a yesum no odwe ne mma ho. Ehwe ekwana digestion take place. Ehu de nyame tumade nyina ye wo bebia oyodo. No na ye bebisa ye hu de, if God is love, then why so much suffering? Say nyankopon yodo a adenti ena ohaw bebree etwa ye hu ehia. Yehwe wiase a yetimu a ababrese kwadanda every day 27,000 to 30,000 people die due to poverty. Okom ikuwon around 19 people die every minute. Say nyankopon yodo a adenti ena nimpa otedam wowu. Mofra toto fefe a wondu baby a okom itumi kuwon na oje won kwa efi ho. Na se yepede yete, why so much suffering if God is love? Didi yesua fi Job na brabom. Job yobi according to Job chapter 1:1-3. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was blameless and upright, and one who feared God and shunned evil, and 7 sons and 3 daughters were born to him. Job yobia na osro nyame na mfumdu bia ne ho na ochiri bone na wo mamanyifo nson na mesafo baasa. Afi yenhwe ne japade a no verse 3. Also his possessions were 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 female donkeys, and a very large household, so that this man was the greatest of all the people of the east. Job na owo 7,000 sheep, na owo 3,000 camels. Camels in the yanka yutombas, in the yanka cargo car, 3,000. And another Job owo osanso ewo anantwi 500, osanso ewo yoma donkeys also 500. Now, according to Job chapter 1:6-7, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, "From where do you come?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking back and forth on it." Then the Lord said to Satan, verse 8, "Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man who fears God and shuns evil?" So Satan answered the Lord and said, "Does Job fear God for nothing?" Nyamiri dana kwapezi achira bonsam de she Job. Job you'll be out in do. You think you have the whole world, but watching in your cry. Osromi na fioye blameless, no chiribone. Bonsam said, "Does Job fear God for nothing?" Inye bibi ntine Job osrowana. Odofo ete manope bibi ntine osro nyame ana. Aware a yamede ma wonti na suro nyame ana. Ejuma yamede ma wonti na suro nyame ana. Sika yamede dum wonti na suro nyame ana. Bofra yamede dum wonti na suro nyame ana. Do you have something upon which your fear of God is precipitated upon? And so Bonsam say, Have you not made a hedge around him, around his household, and around all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his possessions have increased the land. Bonsam nim de, nyame ba biara, nyame atwa nsraban ahyia wɔ wɔn ho. Nyame ba biara, wo fie mpo ati no mpo, abɔfo atwa ho ahyia. Nyame ba biara, biribi a kita wo, pen, exercise books, and God has protected all that he had on every side. But now stretch out your hand and touch all that he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. But some say, Nyame me challenge you. Mama kwai mam famen sanka meza maninchi osro mama famen sanka na ware mama famen sanka men sanka na pomodin mama famen sanka na adwuma na bewu de obegya ide obesun na bewu de obegya ide obezum ha nopa abebompan. Do you fear God for something, or you just fear him out of love there, although now also don't? Ampara bonsam shase. Anopa Job asor. Ena obi omudo obi zimrika. Obi rutumrika tente behwi ne na se. Na sama oka che Job yi de. Anantwi no na wozizi. Efrumo no na wo fentem. Ena sabia fubo chenku betu she won do fa nantwi ena mfrumo nyina ekum nko ne nyina mankuti ena me frimu amebebo amanze onya nkasa nwie no na ba koso di mirika ba Job ne na se o si Job nyankopon jefre so abeshingon 7,000 nyina ekum nko ne nyina. I alone have escaped to tell you. Ono so nkasa nwie no na kroso di mirika ba Job ne na se kadi afubo chenkwe basam na wabefa camels yoma 3,000 and pima basane ina wabefa wona ekunkwe ina makote ina maka onya nkasa nwie no na kroso abahwedwob no na se Job osrum fama na bobo danya womma water party woman song mayinfo so na man so water party wo no webedwiri egu wono do wapeche wo nyina wekum wo nyina one body mpo we cannot identify who is who. Say owo na ye Job nkadena be. In Job chapter 1:20-22, then Job arose, tore his robe and shaved his head, and he fell to the ground and worshipped. And he said, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In all this, Job did not sin, nor charge God with wrong. Job is sorry, not to not terms. Unity. Na fi ohwe fom so meka de adagemo na me fim na ye mobile na adagem na meko nyame na ode man nyame na wa fa akọ Job na oreka de nyame na ode man na nyame na ode fa. But in this context nyame na ode man ba bonsam na oba fai in order to challenge God there. Oyi dem zamani fi a Job nsum nyame bio nyame ma wo ha wa refem no nyame o oye bonsam. Satan is the root, is the cause of all our challenges and all our sufferings. Afi bonsama one there, ordinance ka Job ne japade no. Job da wa sum nyame. Job da wa bazum prayers. Job da wa de no ho amanyame. In Job 2:3-5, then the Lord said to Satan, have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a blameless and upright one who fears God and shuns evil, and still he holds fast to his integrity, although you incited me against him to destroy him without cause. Still abonsama and paba. Also, so Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yes. All that a man has, he will give for his life. But stretch out your hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and it will surely curse you to your face. For one second, Job don't pay. For one second, no bed to me. Ampa yame ma kwine. Bonsama Krupeche to tour Job. Bonsama Job Kru said no to the extent that Nanya Kufweba Sempo, what better and they could not recognize Job. Neither see Job, Dominamino. Job don't behave like a fool. Man, there. I didn't cheer for now. Yame mo papa was so yame mo bonnet dear, bonnet back dear. Nafi, what do me yameno? Odu baby na Job at Tobaha. What is happening? To know Bissabisa Yame and send Missabi. I didn't the men woman and me yam na mamma bass acid on bread day. I didn't know my elbatate of them. I didn't know my cowman. I didn't know my ama why am I why God why? Yame say Job to nas mammy so. Me to assassin fapping. Where were you? Na Yame good or Bissabisa Job and Sambisa no be son and Sambi. In Job 38, 31 to 32 there, canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades or loose the bands of Orion? Canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? Job, you are asking too much. You are asking too much question. I'm just being out there. He bottom na so maybe from Pleiades. Atitiri wọn abom a ana Orion atitiri wọn ntem ana another Arcturus na ne mmɔfra agaidi wọn wɔ wiem ana. Adɛn nti na yɛn bisa Job dɛm nsɛm bi sɛ, canst thou guide Arcturus with the sun? Sɛ mema Arcturus yɛ ewia a ɔyɛ 1 million times larger than our own sun. Ewia a yɛhu no ɔso wie. Arcturus so kyɛn ewia no 1 million times. Nyɛ 10 times, nyɛ 100 times, but 1 million times. Na yɛn ewia ɛwɔ soro is 1.3 million times larger than our planet Earth. Ewia ɛwɔ soro so kyɛn yɛn asase 1.3 million times. Ɔso kyɛn yɛn asase bam 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 bam. And the one in our room is look at the Mercury, look at Mars, share one sizes. All for Nimano, not why because look at Venus. One Mars, I look at the Earth, Yanasa see the size in Neptune, or such an assassin bump, but our true such a Neptune, or such a Saturn, or such a Jupiter. Or switching most of the planets, training switching all of them 1 million times, 1.3 million times. The Earth, more than the Earth, Cyrus A, Polus, Orange Giant, Shewon, Arcturus. Say, Nyame say, Job, can thou guide Arcturus and his sons? Then Ebesis Arcturus no. Ewim no wano onjina ho. Ewim no on Arcturus is moving. Say Arcturus onya kwenshia was sure. Not up to the before man. What will happen to us? Arcturus is called the runaway star. In fact, it is the fastest moving magnetic star in our heavens. Our sun is traveling at 12.5 miles per second, but Arcturus is traveling at 257 miles per second. Rockets move 29,000 miles per hour. Arcturus moves 925,000 miles per hour, and it never loses speed. It is now traveling through our Milky Way galaxy, which has over 200 billion suns. Bia Arcturus nanto no. We are 200 billion. So, do you think we'll be safe here? There is a constellation called Scutum Semyevsky, or very densely populated. Should Arcturus pass through this nebula, will it collide with one of these gigantic suns? But Arcturus, our rim, for thousands, generations, Arcturus in Yakwenshada. Should Arcturus pass through one of these constellations, will it collide? The answer is no. If I can guide Arcturus, Oh yeah, 1,000,000 times. I can guide you. I can guide you to the right woman now, Wareno. I can guide you to the right man now, Wareno. I can guide you and give you children. I can guide you in your work. I can guide you. I can guide you. If I can guide actors, I can guide you. And Job in Job 42:12-13. Now the Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. Nyamishra Job na nzamo shrini no odobo no mahri w'abrabɔ mu ahwere fiti mmɔfra bi ma ebedu mpanyin mu nyame ndɔbɔ no ma wɔ Jesus Christ din mu. Nyame mma. 1 John 4:9. In this the love of God was manifested to us, that God has sent his only begotten Son into the world, that we might live through him. Nyame ɔkyerɛ no dɔ kyerɛ yɛn. Bro soma no dɔ ba Jesus Christ ba asase do dɛ ɔmbɛwo na ɔma yɛn akwanya dɛ biribiri ba ɔhaw no yɛnho bio, biribiri ba obi nyɛ gyanka, biribiri ba obi nyɛ kurani, biribiri ba obi mmɔkaw, biribiri ba everything will come to an end. So John 3:16-18 says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Eventually, one permanent solution. He who believes in him is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. Nti Yesu bewu obewu owiyayaw edimemi no in another. There, he will not just heal you, he will not just give you a husband, he will not just give you children, but eventually obepe with him. Na wama bonsani juma abewiye. Bro would damn nemono one kaho. On that fateful Sunday, Jesus arose from the grave and shouted, I am the resurrection and the life, and I have the keys of Hades and death. Yesu, oh we know one coming nemo. And because those sorry, ọma yenya dansi dɛ wohaw no etubetwa one mezi ho no ɔbɛbɛwieye sikasɛm no bɛkɔyie daakye school sɛm no nyame bɛbɛ na akwantu no God will make a way where there seems to be no way, because he has 1,000 ways he provides for his children. Nyame bɛyɛ ate send us sorry fee egufumo. Before they died, Muhammad said, I don't know the purpose of life. Buddha said, seek for the truth. Confucius said, I am not the way. But Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Jesus, the only way, is the only one who rose from the dead. The other three are still in their grave. Anope, epede nyame guide what they are true, sir. Epede nyame bua na maashri bi odobo na adenti na mpeja wonsa na meneo emompai. Want God guide you? Nyame guide you, Demra. Or guide the actors. Nyame guide you. Na maashru abrabo mi biara. Nyame double na mawa. Adenti na mpeja wonsa. Adenti na mpeja wonsa. Brass of Mame Fiona. Esi no ho. Na wabompai amaye. Pede peja wonsa so nyame de mama ahri biara. Nyame ma ahri ne bebre, mama ahri biara. We mobo. Na shemanemo. Oh Yehu, watu fujaime kwentuni wasareso meyemre na wuyetumfu kura mi wutuminse sorrow Adrian, Yamiko Sisamemi Soro Bien Soro Dian Yamiko Sise Memi Oma Emompai.
Nyamira wase. Anɔpɛyi nso so yɛni sɔ bebree. Wo nsɛm a wode adom yɛn. Awurade anɔpɛyi yɛsrɛ wo sɛ fa yɛmfomsoɔ nyinaa kyɛ yɛn. Ɛhwɛ yɛn bɔne n'ani yɛnni. Akyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛde yɛn ho atotototo yɛn ho so. Anɔpɛyi yɛsrɛ wo sɛ in the course of sɛ yɛsom wo, biribi wɔ hɔ a yɛahwere a, Awurade ma yɛnkae wo nsɛm a anɔpɛyi wode ama yɛn sɛ wowɔ botae papa ma yɛn, wowɔ nhyehyɛe papa ma yɛn, wowɔ awieeɛ papa ɛne ma yɛn. Awieeɛ a awerɛhoɔ ne abembuo biara nnim. Awieeɛ a ɛsom bo kyɛn deɛ yɛrehu seesei mpo. Awurade nneɛma bebree na wotumi yɛ. Na mpo sɛ mmaa so a, yɛnim sɛ nkwagye deɛ ɛyɛ wo pɛ a, yɛn nsa bɛka. Awurade yɛda wo ase daa. Ɛno nti anɔpɛyi yɛpakyɛw de yɛn ho nyinaa too so, de yɛn werɛ nyinaa hyɛ wo mu. Sɛ nneɛma a wotumi yɛ nti, yɛde yɛn werɛ nyinaa ahyɛ wo mu. Na yɛwɔ ahotosoɔ wɔ anidasoɔ sɛ Onyame, wobɛhyɛ wo ho anuonyam. Na afei awieeɛ no nso so, woama w'anuonyam ada adi. Yɛpakyɛw ma yɛnyɛ nhyira wo nsɛm yi, ma yɛnte aseɛ yie. Ma ɛmmɔ dɔn wɔ yɛn tirim abere biara. Ma ɛnyɛ subura a ɛntaa yɛn mu. Yɛasabi anom abere biara a yɛbɛpa aba. Yɛasabi nso ama afoforɔ nso. Yɛde w'akoa hyɛ wo nsa, yɛda wo ase papaapa. Yɛsrɛ wo sɛ ahoɔden foforɔ biara fa dom ne daa. Na afei kɔ so afa wo nsɛm dua ne mu. Ma ne kɔn dɔ, ma ɔmpere sɛdeɛ wo Nyame wode ama no no, ɔne yɛn nso so bɛkyɛ. Woma na yɛ nhyira no, yɛn nso so ma yɛnyɛ nhyira saa daa wɔ Jesus din mu. Amen.
Amen. Amen. That's Papa. It's my brain. You will call it rooms. Echo banner, the Frank, and the Jews, and the Patrick Maya, so Mammy, Fiona, and I bet the rest of the prayers. For now, Mama,